Good afternoon, sports fans. Welcome to Bench. My name is James Davenport.
Chad Davenport is Dad.
And for the past, week, we've had a ton of signings and tradings over the course of the whole entire NBA right after the draft. So let's just get into it.
So we want to do a quick emergency pod here to go over some of the top ones. So I've got a listing here of all of the top ones. And obviously, the most important one, James, Klay Thompson,
Going to
Dallas
the Mavs.
Mavericks. Thoughts?
It is extremely baffling, but I think on Golden State's end, I think it's more of a win. But
Ooh, you think it's a win, huh?
because here's the thing. Golden State's team is old. Their whole team is old. They just
They're older.
Chris Paul just went to the Spurs.
Chris Paul did go to the Spurs.
So,
they left him. He left and went to the
Dallas's
Spurs.
team is really young. So they wanted to trade in some players that were young and had some talent that they could mold into some great players and maybe have some chances this season. But I feel like Klay can help out, but at this point in time, it's a will he help out?
All right. Okay, I agree.
Is he just going to be a bench warmer, or is
Well,
he
no,
really going to do something?
they promised him that he was going to start, and I think that was one of the reasons he went to Dallas was
He'd be
they
a
told
power
him he was going
forward,
to
right?
start. Yeah, well, probably like a 2 or 3. Okay, he would probably play the 3. Luka would probably play the 4. Luka really is kind of whatever.
Playground baller.
So the two big things here is I think he makes Dallas better, gives them another shooter. I mean, gives them. I think
One of the
they're
greatest shooters. So
yes. If he can have a good season and play off of it, definitely makes Dallas
he's
better.
one of those players on Golden State where they don't get bad. Like
Yeah.
he's not bad. He's good.
No, of course. Well, he's Splash Brother. I mean, great. But at some point, this thing about the NBA, you just can't stay. That group of players that the Warriors had stayed together for a long time. Thompson's a big part of it. I think he wants to finish his career with a chance to win another one. Dallas has got. I mean, they played in the finals this year. They didn't really lose anybody. They added Klay Thompson, so you got to think they're in the mix.
Dallas is thinking smart by adding onto their team. They did lose a couple of players, but did they really matter? They're just young talent, and they're just getting an older
But
person.
they had Klay Thompson. Well, so there are two sides to this story. Klay Thompson goes to Dallas, I think makes Dallas better. And he didn't go to the Lakers, and they wanted him. I mean, what does this say about the Lakers? The Lakers lost in the first round this year. They were a play-in tournament team. Have the Lakers gotten better?
Have the Lakers gotten better
Yeah, have they gotten better?
by adding Bronny?
By adding anybody?
No, not really.
No, I don't think the Lakers have gotten better. Here's another one. OKC adds the big center from the Knicks. Let me find his name.
They traded Chet.
No. Chet's still there, but they, let's see. The Clippers added, Kevin Porter Jr. Let's see. Obi Toppin. Where's the one I saw? He played a big role for the Knicks in their playoff run. I just can't remember his name. He's got a weird name. I don't want to say it wrong.
Why are you doing
But anyway, what I'm saying is, Hartenstein. So he was a big player. They signed him to a 3-year, $87 million deal.
Literally.
Yeah,
big
so
player.
you're bringing him into the OKC, who was already the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
You bringing now up more things. I mean, the Lakers haven't gotten any better.
He's a decently young player.
Yeah.
He can definitely help out the team.
For
'cause
sure.
They already had Chet, but
Yeah.
I don't think he has enough.
Well, this guy's
power.
going to give him. Yeah, this
doesn't
guy's
have
going to
enough
let Chet. This guy's going to let Chet play out on the wing a little bit more.
Because that's where he usually plays. He's
Right.
not much of a
Yeah.
center.
So
He's
this is
more
going
of
to let Chet come out on the wing a little bit more, play out. This guy gives him a real body inside. It's kind of like when the Thunder, back when they were really good, they had a guy named Steven Adams, big Australian guy, big physical player.
that is, yeah.
I mean that.
Ponytail.
Yeah, you didn't mess with him, and this going to give them a good body inside, a good player inside. So I mean, think about that. So the Mavericks have gotten better. The Thunder have gotten better.
Steven plays for Memphis now.
Yeah, the Nuggets. I mean, the Memphis is coming back. I just don't think all this deal with
Memphis is going to be better with Ja.
Yeah,
Jaren was already pumping
all
off
this
last
this
season.
with the Lakers. We talk about the Lakers all the time, but I do not think the Lakers have gotten better. I don't think it
No.
helps them at all.
Because LeBron signed a
He signed a 2-year contract today,
For
the day we're
$150
recording this
million.
podcast, and they're calling it a 1+1 deal. He's 1 year, and then next year at this time he can opt out and do again. So I think his time with the Lakers is probably coming to a close. Look,
He's already won a
LeBron's
championship.
1, 2, or 3 greatest player of all time. I'm a Jordan guy.
I think he's the third greatest
I
player.
mean, I'm
'cause
the
I feel
Jo-
like Magic's better than him.
Well, I don't know if Magic's better. Magic probably wouldn't even say LeBron's better than him. LeBron's done some amazing things.
when he was with Miami, that was
Listen,
prime.
everybody wants to rank players. If they're calling your name in the top 3 or 4 players of all time in the NBA, you're one of the greatest.
You're fine.
But I'm a Jordan guy, so it's kind of hard for me. Okay,
Anybody's a
all right,
Jordan guy.
Other big one. Paul George
going to
went to the 76ers, and they re-signed Tyrese Maxey. So now you have Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid. Thoughts on the Sixers in the East to
I think
challenge
Paul
the
George's
Celtics?
going to really help out because he has a lot of experience.
Yeah.
He knows how to play. He was
Yeah.
actually really decent at the Clippers. I think he was really underrated. I feel like that.
The problem with him and the Clippers is he and Kawhi never played together. One of them was always hurt. So you worry about his durability a little bit because Embiid's durability a little bit. So you don't know. Okay, go ahead.
Embiid's kind of like a tower that's just slowly
Yeah.
breaking down.
Yeah. But if they're all healthy, Sixers are tough. Sixers are going to be tough to deal with.
They
And
were
the
tough to
Celtics,
deal with
yeah,
last,
and the Celtics.
last season.
Celtics are still the favorite for
Any
sure.
trades for Miami?
100%. Miami hasn't done a whole lot. So Miami hasn't done a whole lot.
They haven't done, like, anything ever since the
Obviously, Obviously, the Mavericks made the big splash. Sixers made the big splash. I think the Thunder getting Hartenstein, that's a big deal for them. That secures them. They were already a good team.
Yeah.
They got better.
They can make him better.
There's been some things, some minor stuff, but, Chris Paul going to the San Antonio, you and I had this discussion off the air. I thought he would go to a little bit better of a team.
I just feel like the Spurs. I mean, he doesn't really fit in there. Cause
think about it. The Spurs in the West, okay? All right, Denver, are they a playoff team?
Yes.
Minnesota, they're a playoff team?
Yes.
Dallas, are they a playoff team?
Yes.
OKC, they're a playoff team?
Yeah. I mean, every single one of them played in the playoffs, and they got
Okay.
far down in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean,
Spurs
I'm
were not
going
even
down
close.
the list. Spurs are not. But do you think the Spurs are going to be better next year with Victor Wembanyama?
No. I think he just.
You don't
needs
think
more-
they'll be better?
with Victor Wembanyama?
You don't think he's going to be better next year?
I feel like that he's just gonna need a lot of more time. Maybe you give him this whole entire season.
I disagree with you.
Give
I
him
think
this season.
They're going to be better next year. So that's my whole
Oh,
point.
because they have
is
Chris Paul.
right. I mean, I just think he's going to be better. So the point of it is they're not a playoff contender. They're not a championship contender. So I'm kind of surprised Chris Paul went there. But I think he gets a chance to
Not
play.
even close.
He's going to help.
They have history
He's
of
gonna
being in
help Victor.
championships, but like.
Yeah. So the Clippers lose George. They re-sign James Harden. The Clippers have a new arena opening up, I think, this year. They're moving
James Harden
kind
is
of out
falling
of
off.
yeah, but he still had a good year last year. It's a little quieter out there in LA. They're not on TV as much. You don't hear about it much. So I think he'll help. I think he'll help him. The other one, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, signs with Orlando. Another good piece for Orlando. Orlando's an up-and-coming team. But I still think they did sign, I'm looking here, the Clippers did sign Derrick Jones Jr., who was a good little piece for Dallas.
Ooh. Did he play for Dallas, bro?
Yeah, he played
Yeah,
for
because he played for
Dallas,
Miami, and
yeah.
then he went to Dallas, and then he went to
So,
Clippers.
the earth-shattering ones are the ones that we talked about.
Those are the good players.
Yeah, there's nobody left out there. Like, they're pretty much done. There's no big trades. There's no Damian Lillard going to the Bucks. A lot of people thought Lillard was going to leave the Bucks. He didn't. He stays with the Bucks in the offseason.
He's been phenomenal with the Bucks.
Well,
Giannis and him are a great duo.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm yawning so much on the podcast, guys. Sorry.
Come on, gotta get your energy up.
Get my game on. Get my game
Yeah.
on. So, I don't know. It's right now. There's not a lot of momentum shifting changes happening in the NBA. So these signings have been good, but I don't know. But the big ones obviously we covered. Paul George, Klay Thompson obviously is a big one going from the Warriors. It breaks up the Splash Brothers. I think we're seeing the end of the Warriors. I think you're going to really see now, without Klay Thompson.
I think that, like you were talking about how, we were talking about Atlanta, how they're trying to build up.
Yeah, Atlanta's done. They lost DeJounte Murray.
That's the stupidest move they ever done.
Well, but see, they're just. I told you, we talked about this on our last podcast. You're either one of two things when you're in the NBA. You're either ascending or you're trying to ascend. I think they're trying to get draft picks.
Okay. Well, one question.
Okay.
How do you think the Pelicans are going to do this season? Because they have Zion.
Very quiet. They haven't done a whole lot.
And
Once
DeJounte.
again, with them, it's a health thing. Are they going to be healthy? If DeJounte Murray's healthy, Zion Williams healthy, Brandon Ingram's healthy and
They could
playing,
be good.
they can be good. I mean,
They could be a good team.
they can be good.
They
It's
could be some playoff contenders.
Yeah.
They had AD that one
For
year.
sure.
And they were good.
Yeah, for sure. They're in the mix as well. They were in the playoffs. The Kings will probably be better next year.
I
mean,
need to. Do
So
some more
you've
stuff
got some stuff there. You've got some stuff there for sure. So, all right. So that kind of wraps up free agent signing week. We weren't planning on doing this podcast, but then with the signings, we wanted to come on and talk about some of the stuff. So I think our next time we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we're going to preview the Olympics. We're going what do we call it?
Mystery and muscle.
Mystery and muscle. So we're going mystery and muscle now. So we're going to ask James 3 trivia questions. Once again, we need you to give us some questions, give us some ideas. But we're going to ask James 3 trivia questions, and this is going to be.
Last time I killed you.
Yeah, you killed me last time, but I know now I'm going harder.
Okay.
Going harder now.
I thought you said you were going to start off easy.
Oh no, you answered all the ones last time. So get your push-ups ready this time, boy.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Don't
No,
look.
I'm just pushing it up so I can't see.
Yeah, don't look. Which player has won the most NBA championships?
Bill Russell.
Player.
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell. Correct answer.
I was kind of confused because I was like, is it Bill Walton or
All
Bill
right,
Russell?
here's push-ups ready. You ready?
Okay.
Who holds the record for the most three-pointers made in a single season? Most three-pointers made in a single season.
I got two people in my mind, but I'm going to choose one. Steph Curry.
God, he's on your shirt. Dang it. All right. This is 3. If he gets this right, because this one's going to be older, he won't know this one, folks. So this one's push-ups. I got you. Don't worry. What NBA player is known as the mailman?
Karl Malone.
Golly, how'd you know that? How'd you know that?
I'm a whiz. You can do one more.
All right, one more special.
We're only at 13 minutes.
One
so.
special trivia question here. All right. All right, I'm typing in hard NBA trivia question. All right. Ooh. Who has scored the most points in an NBA playoff game? Most points in an NBA playoff game.
Michael Jordan.
How many points?
63.
Versus?
Boston Celtics.
Can't get him, folks. Can't get him. I can't get him.
Yes!
I can't get him. I can't get him. This will get him.
Okay.
What college team is the only team to have 4 players drafted in the lottery in the same year?
UCLA?
Nope. Get them going.
Okay, how is that fair?
Get them going.
How is that fair? I know the NBA, but not.
Yeah, but that's drafted into the NBA. 3, 4, 5.
But Peter slipping.
The answer is the 2005-2006 North Carolina Tar Heels. Marvin Williams, Raymond Felton, Sean May, Rashad McCants. Marvin Williams went to the Hawks. McCants and May went to the Bobcats, who are now the Hornets. And Rashad McCants went to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Yep, we got him. We got him, folks.
You got me last time.
We got him. We got him. All right, folks. Signing off on this episode of Bench. This was a quick NBA free agent signing podcast. All good?
Subscribe if you want. Like if you like. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.